didn't come here tonight, that they better come to some of these public meetings so they find out what the heck's going on in Youngstown. All right, on May 28, 2024, when the first floor of the Realty building exploded because a contract worker made a mistake and cut an active natural gas pipeline, a young man died and hundreds were displaced from their homes. It resulted in the demolition of one of our city's oldest and most beautiful buildings. Then on June 15, 2024, the campus of Youngstown State University and the entire downtown area of Youngstown were evacuated due to the strong odor of natural gas. The gas company found a small leak near the Children's Services building on West Federal Street, but determined this was not what caused a massive amount of natural gas fumes from the campus to the city. To this day, there's been no report of what caused the widespread stench that caused the evacuation of so many people. On July 11, 2024 at 3 a.m., Youngstowners and many other communities heard a large explosion. It was determined to be caused when slag was poured into water at the Valorec steel mill, another human error mistake. We have witnessed how human error resulting in bad decision-making endangered our public health and safety in our local area, and the situation gets much worse when you look at the lawmakers and regulatory agencies in Ohio that are corrupted by money and serve special interests and polluters, thus sacrificing our clean environment and our people's health. We've witnessed years of deliberate bad decision-making from our state's governor, legislature, and regulatory agencies. Ohio is now famous for the $61 million AEP First Energy bribery scandal. Looking at all the research on this, you will see corruption in our state's governance harming our residents. We've witnessed what lobbyists and industry have paid for in Ohio. For example, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources has been named the decider for where to place natural gas and fracking wells, and they declared it is just fine to site wells within 150 feet of a residence. 150 feet of a residence. That's not very far away, especially when you remember the huge fire, the Eisenbarth well in Monroe County. They couldn't get within 900 feet of that fire. They never could put it out, period. Couldn't get within 900 feet of it, okay? We witnessed the 60% Republican supermajority Ohio State Legislature passing the ALEC bills that protect the profits of polluters. ALEC, American Legislative Exchange Council, pretty much controls Ohio. That protect the profits of polluters and endanger residents. There's so many, it would take hours to go over all of them. But here are a few to be aware of. Natural gas, which puts methane into the atmosphere when it's burned, is now green energy. Any county in Ohio can stop a solar or wind energy project, but no one can stop a fracking project. We have witnessed the Ohio EPA deciding that tires, long regulated as toxic waste regarding their disposal, should now be deregulated. Now when they are chopped up into tire-derived chips, they are magically reclassified as a commodity and are now safe to be transported and used in pyrolysis plants, which ultimately put the same cancer-causing chemicals into our air. We've witnessed SOBE Thermal Energy, originally a steam heating and cooling business, announced plans to expand into tire pyrolysis next to downtown Youngstown to make more money melting these tire-derived chips down to make synthetic gas to sell. We've witnessed the ludicrous decision of the Ohio EPA to grant an air pollution permit to SOBE Thermal Energy to use thermalizers. Thermalizers, this is an experimental process, still in testing and never proven effective or safe for melting down tires to make synthetic gas. We have witnessed Ohio EPA's extremely poor decision-making that could possibly endanger our neighborhoods, businesses, student housing, and jail. Because no matter what greenwashing term they use, advanced recycling, thermalizer technology, chemical recycling, this is still pyrolysis And many of these types of plants throughout the US and Europe have had to cease operations due to explosions and fires. Thus, we gather here tonight to know that we are not being protected by our Ohio Environmental Protection Agency. We realize that we have united as a community and protected ourselves and will continue to do so. We have witnessed good decision-making by the Youngstown City Law Department, who filed with the Environmental Review Appeals Commission of the Ohio EPA, rejecting their unwise decision to issue an air pollution permit to a dangerous pyrolysis operation, a technology that doesn't even exist, hasn't been tested, thermalizers, that would be located right in the heart of Youngstown. This unwise permit was issued February 14, 2024, and our city law department wisely filed an appeal on March 15, 2024. We have witnessed good decision-making from Councilwoman Anita Davis and the climate change. Stand up so people know who you are. Come on, you're going to speak anyway. They'll find out who you are. Okay, we have witnessed good decision-making from Councilwoman Anita Davis and the Climate Change, Environment, and Sustainable Energy Committee for passing a resolution and then encouraging the rest of the City Council to vote to pass the ordinance calling for a moratorium on gasification and pyrolysis in Youngstown. We have witnessed good decision-making by our mayor, who signed into law the one-year moratorium ordinance prohibiting gasification and pyrolysis in Youngstown. Tonight we come together to make plans for the renewal of this valuable moratorium ordinance, which will expire on December 26, 2024. There is unity in our community. Our mayor and city council and our citizens will unite and fight for Youngstown, designated an environmental justice community of concern by the US EPA. Thank you all for getting active in defending Youngstown, our home. Thank you all.